What happened?
What?
Girl. Oh my gosh. Yo. What the?
Where? Are you serious? Right here?
What the hell is happening? Oh my gosh, dude. This video is brought to you by Sebastian's Patreon. Not only is this page packed with exclusive videos, 800 plus at the time of this recording to be exact, but it also comes with a couple tiers. If you'd want to subscribe and support this growing community, click the link in the description below, and thank you for everything. Now, let's get back to the video. You know, I'd like to say thank you guys so much for wanting to watch this one. I've been seeing this thumbnail for a good minute, and we're doing another ding today. This is a Stephanie Sue joint, and it's pretty lighthearted. This one is about a fake Chaebol, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I don't like materialistic people. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie to you. The thing that be killing me, it took these tariff stuff for y'all to realize that the stuff that you spend thousands of dollars on, how good do you feel about your expensive stuff? Does it make you feel good? You want to call out people for wearing knockoffs? You feel good about yourself because you got yourself a Birkin or some Hermes, and somebody else you know is rocking whatever you look down. I like seeing materialistic people's like world crash down. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who think they're better than other people because they got better quality or better priced materials. Yeah. I'm not going to crash out about that right now, but it's time to have a good day. Okay. This Stephanie Sue video is titled Korea's Fake Chaebol Hires 10 Bodyguards, Marries Olympian, then Tries to Scam the Internet. Trying to scam the internet is crazy. Do y'all not know that the internet is... Y'all think the FBI got a 90-something% success rate? Nigga, let the internet try to figure out if you lied or not. They gonna figure out if you motherfucking lying. Man, shit, man. And people over here talk about some, oh, I'm fake, I'm lying, I'm doing all these things. Nigga, I've been tapped into the internet since I was 10 years old. I know that. Man, listen. Shit. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Yeah. What the fuck? All right, let's do it.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Agwagwa.
In Korea,
Agwagwa.
there is something called the spoon theory. You
Okay.
know that saying, born with a silver spoon stuck in your mouth?
Yeah.
Well, in Korea, they take it to the next level, and they have a whole breakdown to this whole spoon saying. Every
What?
single person in Korea is hypothetically born with a spoon in their mouths. And there are rankings of spoons. And there's only a few ways that you can turn in
Ranking
your
of
spoon that you were born
spoons?
with and exchange it for a new and better spoon. And we're
Is that a spoon with sugar on it? Oh, Lord. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, also, I'd like to say to the people who were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, don't feel bad about your, like, living situation. The thing about it is, like, bruh, don't make people feel bad about themselves because they weren't given the silver spoon that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing's worse than somebody making somebody else feel bad because they have more opportunities than them. Bro, that's not cool. Putting people down for having better opportunities or putting people down for not having the same opportunities that's some weird shit, dude. Like, come on. Please. I'm not even gonna lie, seeing that Katy Perry go into space thing. Come on.
We're going to talk about it all, okay? So let's go through the rankings of spoons. The dirt spoon. People who make less than $25,000 a year and have less than $125,000 in assets. The spoons are cutthroat.
125,000 US dollar?
Oh, yeah.
In assets?
The spoons are very cutthroat.
Less than 125,000. All right.
Then you have the plastic spoon, the
Okay.
disposable spoon. People who make $25,000 to $50,000 a year with more than $125,000 to $250,000 in assets.
Nigga, what? Oh my gosh. Have y'all seen the numbers of the median income?
Then you have the wooden spoon. This is the top 50% of the population.
Top
with
50.
a salary of $50,000 to $100,000 and assets between $250,000 to $500,000 US. Then you have the stainless steel spoon.
Stainless steel spoon. I'm not calling you no names. I'm just talking about the spoon. Why? What? There's a different what?
Okay, now you're in the top 25% of the population. Every year, you're raking in around $100,000 to $200,000 US.
That's stainless steel? What?
And you have about $1 million in assets.
Oh.
Then you hit the bronze. We haven't even hit the silver.
Bronze?
You hit the bronze spoon.
Well, tell me, what is it, 300,000 to $500,000? You gotta have like 2 million things in assets?
You are now within the top 10% of the population. You make anywhere between $200,000 to $400,000 a year, and you have assets valued at $1 to $2 million. Now that's crazy that's bronze.
That's crazy.
Now you get the silver spoon. You are now an elite. Congratulations. You qualify to call yourself a top 5%er in South Korea, and you make anywhere between $400,000 to $800,000 a year, and you have $2 to $4 million in assets.
Hey, bruh.
Only top 5?
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Then you hit the golden spoon. Welcome to the top 1% with more than $800,000 to $1.6 million in annual revenue and
What the fuck?
more than $4 to $8 million in assets.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. If you making that much money and you not giving some of that shit to charity, you're just a shitty person. Cause that's fucking crazy. Like, give your money away. Like real shit. Like I'm not gonna like tell people to do their money, but it's like, dog, that is a lot of money. That is a lot of change, bro. Like, what the fuck? And there's people in this world that be hoarding that shit. Like, bruh.
How does it feel to be an upper elite? Then you have the platinum spoon.
There's more?
Not to be mistaken with the stainless steel spoon or the silver spoon. Oh God, no. This is the platinum spoon. This is the top 0.5% of the population. They make anywhere between $1.6 to $3.2 million a year. And they have between 8
Do these people get like fucked in taxes or something?
to $16 million in assets. But none of that.
Bro, there's more?
None of that.
Okay.
Compares to the diamond spoon.
Yeah, diamond spoon.
Spoons. This is the top 0.1% of the population. They're earning at least $3.2 million a year, and they have more than 16 plus, like around 16 to $32 million in assets.
Is this like the people that like actually have like influence on like decisions and stuff like that? That's a lot of money. Bringing in a year, that is a lot.
I gotta say though,
Yeah.
this number a little goofy. It just seems like it's doubling every rank.
Yeah, they just need making up spoon
Yeah,
theory.
it's like a little inaccurate, but we'll go with it.
Sure.
So in Korea, the only diamond spoons are really the chaebols. And before I tell you how to get a diamond spoon, let's talk about my diamond spoon moment real quick. Listen, I would be lying to you if I said that I didn't wish that I was born with a diamond spoon stuck in my mouth. Like, the only thing that my parents are trusting me with is the ability to fund myself. Do you get it? Trust fund. Anyway, I'm still waiting for my Wang Sudong moment when my parents are going to say,
Hey, Stephanie, stop making those silly, goofy videos. Okay? Come here.
Bro, I'm not going to hold you. I feel so bad if I was like having motion like Stephanie and my people's just telling me you making them little goofy videos. Stephanie is bringing positivity to the world, telling us about the negativity in the world and having us aware and just being a great person, okay? What you mean little videos? Ain't no little nothing.
Here's $100 million.
What?
I don't know. Go buy some groceries.
and I'm going to be like, oh my God, for groceries? This is crazy. I get it. Nobody spends $100 million on groceries. I'm not an idiot. But I will say my grocery bills are still kind of alarming. And if you guys already don't know about Factor, it has me feeling like
You smooth with that one.
get into the chaebol.
Let's do it.
means wealthy.
Che.
Pearl is clan.
Pearl.
So wealthy clan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know
Wealthy
that.
clan.
It sounds extra scary. No, they're basically a group, a family that runs some of the largest conglomerates and monopolies and businesses in the whole nation.
Chinese is 财阀. That makes sense.
That it does?
Yeah, that's the word, yes.
So instead of like, okay, imagine the CEO of Apple is Tim Cook, which I mean, he's a diamond spooner for sure. But Chaebols are interesting because their grandfather started Samsung, for example, and now their dad is the chairman of Samsung. And guess what? Who's going to be the next chairman of Samsung?
I'm not even gonna hold you. This is crazy. Like, that is like inspiring, but like that. I'd say it's inspiring if there's like ethical practices, of course, but that's ideal AF. Very ideal AF.
Samsung. It's not going to be the most qualified worker in the force. It's going to be one of their kids. It's going to stay in the family. It's a dynasty, to put it simply. And these
I'm just thinking though, like speaking of like nepo babies and all that other stuff, why can't, like, I had to think, and please excuse me for my ignorance. Like, if I know that I am a spearhead in a family chaebol, like, I'm trying to teach my offspring to have responsibility to run a company. And if they want to do that, you know, I'm on my own thing. I'm doing my own thing. I'm like, all right, you ain't running this fucking company. You're not getting like responsibilities like that. Like, I feel like that would be like the best thing. No, like, not giving somebody an empire and he don't know how to use it. Like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, I genuinely.
Chaebols, they basically single-handedly run the economy. We talk about it all the
Bro,
time.
that's
They put a
crazy.
little toot out, they fart a little bit, the economy all the way down.
All right.
That's every time Samsung farts. That's the economy.
The economy just up
And down.
and up.
Thank you, Sabrina. I love you so much, Sabrina. It's also commonly accepted in South Korea that changing spoons after being born is... It's nearly impossible. I don't know what to say, okay? They just say, that's the spoon you're born with. So
That's
you better
crazy.
eat as much as you can.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you better just try to eat with the spoon that you're born with, okay? Either you're born into money power or you're not. The spoon chooses you. You do not choose the spoon. But if you're like, you know what? I am dead set on having a golden spoon in my mouth by the time that I dead in my casket. There are only 5 ways that you can go about it, okay? 1.
5?
You have to be born with that golden spoon already
Okay.
shoved down your esophagus
All right, that ain't finna happen.
so that you can die with a golden spoon in your mouth. But let's say that didn't happen. 2, you can
I would like to say shout out to my parents and my grandparents for working hard. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I love you. I respect you. Thank you for instilling working hard in this black boy. I just want to put that out there. I don't know if my mom is watching this. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Hey, Grandma, how you doing? Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. You feel me?
study really, really
Because if I start like chatting shit, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I never want to seem disrespectful to the hard work that my parents had did for me.
really hard. Go to a sky school, an Ivy League in South Korea, and get a well-paying job, preferably as like something with a sa at the end. 판사, 변호사, 의사. That's really hard because that's how everyone's trying to get their golden spoons. And you know what? I'm so sorry. Side note.
Stop looking at my hands.
3.
Girl, you was zooming in on the damn hands. You
You can be really talented or gifted at something, a protege at something, okay? Or a massive celebrity. You could be BTS. That's how you change your spoons.
Well-
Or 4, you can marry rich. Or 5, you can win the lottery. Koreans joke that some of these are just fantasies. Like, it's hard to marry a
Fuck.
golden spooner when you have a dirt spoon in your mouth. Like, the chances are as good as winning the lottery, regardless of what the K-dramas are showing you. So if you really want to change your spoons, that's really the only way.
Fuck.
Marriage.
But let's
Or faking
say
it.
for marriage, the limit is like 2 spoons.
You can go from a bronze spoon to maybe a silver, maybe a gold spoon if you're really lucky. Okay.
I mean, shit, man. Like, okay.
Okay. It's impossible to get a diamond spoon in your mouth if you're not born with it. How do you be?
Bro, imagine, you know what's something that would actually like kill me? Because I'm thinking of like just like the most obnoxious shit ever. Like, say like someone is trying to like marry rich or like change their spoons, you know what I'm saying? And they go after you, you know? Like, you doing well for yourself. You got a little stainless steel, you feel me? You got a little wood, you got a little wooden. Maybe you got yourself a silver, you feel me? But like the person that comes up to you, they may have a dirt spoon and got whatever they need to get out that spoon, to get out that spoon era. They look at you, you doing well for yourself, but you not what they looking for. I know people got their preferences, but what the fuck? Like, bro, like what the damn? Like what? Like what you mean? You want the diamond, motherfucker? You want the what was it? 8 mil a year to 16. You don't even need that. You don't need that. You really don't need that. I'd be mad as hell, man. I'd be not mad. I'll be like a little sad. I'll be like, oh, my spoon not good enough. Like, why? Why my spoon not good enough? What the fuck?
Become a chaebol if your parents don't own a massive conglomerate. You just marry one. That's the only way, okay? And there are roughly 24 well-known families of chaebols in South Korea. There's probably a few dozen more, but these are like the top ones. And most of them marry each other.
Oh, not the family members.
Girl.
It's like Game of Thrones. But they marry other chaebols. Recent data compiled show that half of them opt to marry other chaebol kids. So this whole K-drama trope of marrying the poor girl that really loves the triangle kimbap from the convenience store and does not even care for Michelin star restaurants just like doesn't happen.
I mean, but why? I don't want to go to no fucking Michelin star restaurant anyway. I like to eat food. I'm not trying to eat an art piece. Maybe once. And you're like, all right, it's cool. Oh, shit. $200 a plate. And yeah, I'm still seeing the white on the plate. If it's a white plate, I spent $200 on this. I shouldn't see no white on this white plate. But no. Yeah, no, not going here. I don't give a fuck what type of status that should say.
Not saying it's impossible, but it's really hard. If these people are marrying outside of the chaebol circles, guess what some of their top professions are? And they're called the general public.
Really?
If they don't marry another chaebol, what kind of professions do you think these people are marrying?
Samsung workers?
Like TV anchor and stuff, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so
TV
they'll
anchor.
marry the kids of political figures.
Okay.
Or they'll marry actors, actresses,
Okay.
or TV newscasters. Like, you know how in America we just be like putting anybody on the news these days?
Man, when I was a kid, bro, what's dude name? Dude that was on ABC News, old white cuz. What is his name? His name was Pat something. Pat, I forgot his name. Pat. I forgot his name. He was old. He used to be out like when it be storming. He'd be a little funny. He used to be a little funny. My grandmama liked him. He was funny.
You know what I mean? But in South Korea, oh, creme de la creme. You are
Creme
talking
de la
like
creme?
the creme de la creme of the sky schools. It is impossible to become a news anchor. Like, it's
Oh,
more
really?
impossible probably than to become a celebrity.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they be marrying each other.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. SBS입니다. That's so bad. But like typically the male chaebols love marrying female journalists and news anchors to the point where there's a lot of articles being like,
Is this appropriate?
are they like trying to do something with the media?
What you
going
mean?
on? Stop sleeping with the media. Yeah,
Stop sleeping with
and
the media.
these people, these very incredibly talented, already wealthy people are considered general population.
Bro, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's
GP.
fucking sick.
Yeah, GP.
That's a that's a jail term.
Gen Pop, yeah.
That's the jail term, Gen Pop. Mm.
That's what they call them in prison.
Oh shit! All right.
What do we call them in prison?
Like you have the general population and then you have solitary confinement people.
Or protective
It's called
custody.
Gen Pop.
Or PC.
What, you're like, that's a cool name. We should have like an idol group named Gen Pop.
No. No.
You know who's another group that actually makes a lot of sense?
Excuse
Olympians. Athletes. I mean, this pairing.
I mean, that we get, right? That's like
Yeah.
you are. Come on, you are like the peak of, human existence.
Yes, you're literally
My
like
gosh.
Olympic gods. Isn't that why they call it the Olympics?
Yeah.
In every
Yeah, I
country,
think it is.
these Olympians are regarded as the top of the top.
You know that's crazy as hell. Ain't Ain't the Olympics come from Mount Olympus and shit? It came from Greece and them. And we still, that's tough. That's actually tough.
But South Korea is a country that prides itself on being the best at something. So when a South Korean wins medals at the Olympics, suddenly that sport becomes the next biggest thing in South Korea.
Really?
Everyone complains that they wish that they taught their kid ice skating since the day that they came out of the fucking womb, because then their kid could have been an Olympian. That's what they say. Korea had a strong archery phase. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We won some gold medals in archery.
Yes, we
Okay,
did.
okay,
And
so
then
okay.
ice skating phase because of
Yeah.
Kim Yuna. Yeah, literally every parent was sending their 3-year-old to the ice skating rink.
Man.
These 3-year-olds are like, I don't know what
Sofa
I'm doing
is 3
here.
now.
Oh, we should send her to archery classes.
Archery, I don't know. She can barely like hold her own spoons. Like, what?
That's true. So anyway, you become a first-class daughter-in-law material if you are a medalist in the World Games. At one point, there were interviews held around the country of just random civilians being asked, who do you want your son to marry? And these little ajumas are like, Kim Yuna. And everyone's like,
Who the fuck is your son? Why would she marry him?
anyway, the focus of today's case is another athlete, a fencing silver medalist, Nam Hyun-hee. We're going to call her Nam.
Hold on. Let's show her face. Okay. Looking fierce. Ah, yes, sir. Okay.
Ami. She starts dating a Chaebol kid, and you would think that she hit the jackpot. Like, this is what life is about. She's about to be a diamond spooner. I mean, she was already doing so good for herself, but diamond spoon? But everyone around Nami, her friends and her family, they're trying to convince her, girl, more money, more problems. It's not going to be easy. It might even ruin your life. It's like one of those K-dramas. Your world is going to drastically change. People are going to despise you for marrying into a billionaire family. People are going to want you dead or apart. Do you still want to do this?
That's actually kind of sick, though. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's some sick ass shit, bro. You fall in love with this rich dude. You just marry into a rich family. I'm like, but bitch, you need to die because you fell in love with this rich nigga. You got money on your head. Like, damn, fuck.
Nami was so stressed after they got engaged. She's thinking about it, and her future mother-in-law is texting her nonstop, blowing up her phone, saying things like, do you have confidence to become our house's daughter-in-law? It's not going to be easy. We are very well known in our industry, and our lives, not normal. There will be difficulties. It gets so unhinged. This is the story of the fencing Olympian Nami, who marries the youngest son of the most secretive conglomerate Chaebol family in South Korea.
Okay.
The Chuns. But that also means pancake in Korean. Like, I know it's not spelled the same.
The pancakes.
Casino moguls with a net worth of $1 billion. The family. The Chuns, the pancakes. Because of the line of work that they're in, they're said to be a lot more secretive than even the Samsung family. There are very little pictures of their faces online. The only reason I know about them is because one of the BTS members, there was a toxic rumor that they were dating one of the Chun's daughters.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a toxic rumor. Anyway, it
Oh,
was
shit.
One
refuted.
BTS member was rumored to be dating a Chung daughter.
Yeah, and then Hybe was like, their agency was like, no. Like, they were literally at a PR event, so
Oh, wow.
hosted by the Chun family. So, like,
Wow.
What's going on, internet? Calm your tits. It's not that big of a deal.
I love the V mention.
So
I love
anyway,
it.
they're
Swole
really
ass
secretive
nigga. Nigga
because
swole as shit
gambling
now.
is technically illegal in South Korea. And to have a big percentage of your business focus on casinos, you just don't really want to be that public with it. We're going to get into all of that. But it is rumored that the Chun family, they only traveled in packs of 6 to 11. One Chun family member and 5 to 10 bodyguards that look like they have been professionally trained by the Secret Service. Sometimes in plain clothes that you wouldn't even know. Sometimes in full bodyguard suits with the little wire around their ears.
What?
The Chuns are one of the
Chuns.
richest, well-hidden Chaebol
Chuns.
families in South Korea.
Yeah, they seem very well hidden. You just see somebody with 5 niggas around them. It's like, okay, sure.
They're not invisible, but it just seems like they really take a lot of effort to keep their private life hidden. But what else could they be hiding?
What?
Paradise Group
Oh.
is one of the largest casino owners in South Korea, one of the oldest casino owners. They are as Chaebol gets. And most Chaebols, like we've talked about, Samsung tries to keep their private life private unless there's a lawsuit, unless something gets leaked. But the Chuns are a little bit more secretive. And like I said, it's probably due to the fact that they run casinos.
So their company is called Paradise Group.
Yes.
Bro, Group sounds like a nice surname for a company. Like, you know how they got blank co, blank inc, blank like Group? That sounds kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that sounds formal as hell. Sebastine Group. I don't know about that. Oh, wait. Never, oh.
Now, they do own some paradise resorts, hotels, and some retail malls, but I believe last time I
Malls?
checked, like 35% of their business is casino revenue. Now,
Damn.
here's why it's crazy. It's not like the US where it's like,
Ooh, I bet the Las Vegas Strip has a lot of crazy secret hidden stories amongst the companies.
gambling is illegal in South Korea, but they run a gambling business.
That's crazy.
How do they do that as a South Korean?
They got a front?
Running a gambling business that is illegal. That doesn't even make sense. So in South Korea, they have foreigner-only casinos. We've been to one and it was crazy. Last time we
What?
went to Jeju, if you guys watch the vlogs.
Let me check my cash. I'm gonna go in with $10,000.
Okay.
$10,000, guys.
Okay.
There was a casino inside of the hotel. So we're like, you know what? Let's go. You have
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. Casinos are scary. Casinos are fucking scary. Very, very scary. I used to call it the devil's playground around when I was a kid. Man. And also, this is not even fun. I tried to do it for one time. And I'm like, damn, this don't seem fun. This don't seem fun at all. Like at all.
to show your passport to prove that you're not a Korean citizen.
Oh.
His name is Chinese. He has a Chinese last name. They
Okay.
don't even look at his. Dan and I, we have Korean last names. So there was the whole thing. They like took our passports to the system. I think they were trying to check if we were dual citizens. Because if we're a dual citizen, it would be illegal for us to enter the casino. It
Oh.
felt like I was trying to enter the Pentagon. It was a lot.
There's like nobody in there.
Yeah. There's like 2 people in there and they were like falling asleep. And I was like,
Oh shit.
all right,
That's
let's get
funny.
out of here. So usually their business is from Chinese travelers traveling from China to Korea to gamble. And the chairman of Paradise Group, Philip Tun, is worth almost $1 billion. Now, his net worth does fluctuate quite a bit. So if there are stricter laws banning Chinese citizens from gambling tourism, or at least restricting it, then his net worth goes all the way down. And now
What?
if China lifts that and is like, you know what, guys, citizens, you go to Macau, you go to Korea, fucking
Oh, wow.
gamble, then his net worth goes, it's just
Wow.
nonstop.
Oh,
That's
you know,
crazy.
the stress of being a billionaire.
So Philip Chun is JJ's daddy.
Fool, bro, that's crazy. Imagine you're like sitting on $1 billion net worth. Nigga, you wake up, a bill has passed. Your shit in the toilet. Yeah. I would be shitting water for 2 weeks straight. Oh my god.
The JJ is the youngest heir to the throne of
And obviously I noticed, like, you know, just not even a first world problem. It's like a billionaire's problem that people really shouldn't give a fuck about. But I'm just thinking, like, yo, that is crazy. Damn, damn, kid, that sucks. Womp womp.
this. JJ is the Chaebol at the center of today's case.
JJ.
JJ
What's
is
the case?
the illegitimate child of the current chairman,
Oh,
president of Paradise Group. Meaning JJ's mom is not the wife of the chairman. And the dad had an affair that led to JJ being born. Presumably, life was not easy for JJ.
Oh, no.
JJ's dad, Chairman Jun of Paradise Group, did not want anyone to know that he had an illegitimate child. So he shipped JJ off and JJ's mom off to the United States
That's crazy. Why don't you just not put your dick in her? But, you know, it's whatever, I guess.
to New York to be exact, and just sent them stupid amounts of money every single month to keep them quiet.
Oh.
Maybe it's from the stress of JJ's mom. I don't know. It's stated that the minute that JJ was born, they just had a really weak heart, had to be placed in an incubator the second that they were brought into this planet. And then soon after that, JJ had heart surgery. So JJ's physical stature was just not the best. Like stamina, not the best. Nor was JJ the most muscular or the tallest, which would probably play a role on how JJ's father treated JJ. Now, Paradise's group's youngest son announces that they will be marrying Olympian champion Nam Hyun-hee. Let's
Okay.
call her Nami. And she
Nami.
was an Olympic silver medalist in fencing.
JJ is marrying
Nami.
Nami.
Okay.
The
Okay.
silver medalist in fencing.
JJ.
So JJ has returned to the family.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's
I'm
about
back.
to get crazy.
I'm back.
Crazy.
Okay, let's
so,
go.
Nami won the silver medal at the Beijing Olympics in 2008,
Hey.
the bronze medal in the 2012 London Olympics,
Okay.
and in the Asia Games, she ranked 6 gold medals. On a national scale, she has ranked #1 in the country in fencing 18 times. So if
In
there,
Korea?
yeah,
She's the top fencing girl.
yes.
Wow.
Which side note about fencing?
Come here.
Fencing is not an easy sport to master. First of all,
No, for real, it's not. I tried it. I tried it one time. I don't like that. I don't like that.
it's pretty pricey to get into it. It gives me old money vibes. That's all I know about fencing. But it's also very medieval at the same time. Like with peace and love, and this could just be purely out of jealousy, wearing those skin tight white
Bro.
suits with like caged helmets and swords, like you can't tell me that you're not sparring for your death.
Bro, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I just had a flashback to when I tried it. Bro, this dude was whooping my ass so bad. Like, he was like, doing what he got to do. I got mad and like hit him with the thing. I remember that. I don't know who that was. I'm sorry I did that. But this is when I was like, how old was I? I think I was either 9. It was like from when I was 9 years old to like 12, I think. Because I remember I got mad because he was just so good. And I got frustrated because I didn't know what I was doing.
In some sort of medieval arena for the Queen's entertainment. Like it's giving that, no?
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's cool as hell, but it's like giving a little bit of that. And this is, again, purely jealousy because I'm so uncoordinated and could never be capable. It looks super cool. The objective of the game is you have 2 athletes who use swords to
why you
attack
jump?
and defend against one another. If the opponent
Or
touches
she?
a very specific
I don't know.
part
I
of
don't
your
know if it's a
body
girl or
during
guy.
the match, they score 1 point. Traditionally, between 2 people, the winner has to gain 15
I didn't
points.
know you could do
So they
that.
got to touch you with their sword 15 times.
Which is, I don't know, buy me dinner first.
But there's 3 types of swords that can be used
You on straight bullshit on this channel.
in fencing. So, for example, if you're playing foil fencing, it's like a type of sword, I believe. A touch only counts if it lands within the torso of the opponent, from the shoulders to the groin area, front and back. You cannot touch the arms, neck, head, and legs or feet.
Well, safe to say I definitely hit the person in like the little helmet joint. So I forgot which one I had, but
do not gain a point. And the touch is only considered a point if the tip of the blade touches them. So if you touch them with the side of your blade, you don't gain a point.
Wow.
But then other swords, you can touch them with the sides of the blade, and you can even touch them, boop, like on the top of the head.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really confusing. There's like 3 different ways that you can play fencing, and it's a lot. Allegedly, it's one of the hardest sports to master, according to fencers. Because they say it's a sport that is strategic, but it also relies heavily on split-second reflexes and decisions, which...
I'm not gonna hold you. I think I don't know. I would say it probably is just me being American. I think football is one of the hardest sports if you're like going into it, bro. To actually like be good, and you gotta learn. Not only do you have to learn plays, a whole playbook, you have to do a lot of brain work and then just use your body or defend your body from getting rammed by a 325 muscular nigga that can run faster than a cheetah within 5 seconds. You don't have time to think. So it's like, okay, if you do one bad, you have to think ahead. If you do one bad move, or if you don't even run your route right, you might get jammed at the line by somebody strong as shit, or the coach gonna hate you for doing the wrong play. Say you try to say your play say go left, and the person that's guarding you is gonna go left too, and you try to go right. God forbid that you got a coach that just wasn't. You go out a fucking book. I don't care if you finna get CTE from this hit, like. And then you gotta catch the ball, and then as soon as you look up, there's somebody right there at you, coming at you full speed.
So sounds like every sport to me, but like maybe I'm an idiot, okay? But they're saying to analyze your opponent's body
she say
language
that?
nonstop is a lot. It only lasts
yeah.
like 3 minutes, and then you get a 1 minute break, and it's like 9 minutes total, but
Wow.
you're just like drenched in sweat.
Really?
Yeah, this, you know what this
Really?
reminds me of? This reminds me of F1 driving.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm just a girl, okay?
I always see them. They're like drenched in sweat afterwards, and I'm like,
Why, you're just driving. You don't have AC. I have AC in my car. Your
Girl.
McLaren doesn't have AC. That's goofy.
and then one of them was like, yeah, I lose like 10 pounds every time I have a, I don't know what they call it, a race.
Ain't it the
And I'm like,
G-force stuff?
What? You're just driving. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't come for me. It's so cool, right? So they're like drenched in sweat after 9 minutes. It's crazy. They say the footwork is intense. You got to be precise. And the hardest part is you have to use both sides of your body equally. Like you
Oh.
cannot have a dominant side. You have to master
Oh,
both
shit.
and balance.
Okay, never mind. Fuck that football shit. Okay. It's okay.
It's a lot. You gotta, you gotta be agile. Tsunami is one of the most well-respected athletes in all of South Korea.
Okay.
But she's miserable. And her new love story with Chaebol JJ is like a Wattpad fanfic.
What?
I mean, just picture this.
In what way?
Insert your name.
Okay.
Y/N. Do you know what Y/N is?
No.
Like when they write fanfic, they write Y/N because it's your name. So you
Okay.
insert your name.
I
And you're
see.
like, Stephanie.
I see.
Was sitting in the lobby.
Okay, Mr. Mango Butt.
You want to be your name? So imagine Mr. Mango Butt married with a daughter, you know, a precious daughter. And every day your name wakes up the precious daughter with a giant smile on her face. And when she gets home, like you got to force yourself to use whatever energy you have to act like you are so happy. But everything is not okay. Nothing is okay. You have
Damn.
retired from competitive sports. You opened up a fencing training facility because that was your life's greatest passion. But you end up hiring this man who is going to try and ruin it all.
What?
One of the fencing teachers that Nami has hired.
Nami has a kid?
Yeah, Nami has a kid. She's married and she has a kid. And she
Hey.
opened up this fencing facility. Not
And then
to
she
the
got a
Chaebol.
divorce?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
okay,
shit.
okay.
Damn.
So then she has a kid. She opens up this fencing facility and she hires a fencing teacher. And this fencing teacher is accused of essaying a minor student. for like a
Nigga,
year
what
straight.
the fuck? I thought we went away from this shit. My gosh. Freaky fuck. Nasty fuck.
But rather than facing the investigation,
Damn.
he self-exits.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know
Bitch
how to
ass
even
nigga.
unpack that, but it's pretty clear that Nami was struggling. Like her facility is under so much negative press, even though she really didn't even know what that evil guy was doing. It still did send a message to the world and to parents like, hey, things kind of go hidden around here. So a lot of people didn't feel comfortable dropping off their kid at a place like this.
This nigga was touching somebody and then didn't want to face the consequences and he self-exited.
Nami's relationship with her cyclist husband, another athlete, is
Oh,
just not
shit.
fulfilling to her. And then one day, the doors to the facility, the fencing facility, burst open.
What?
Nami looks up and there's a man walking towards
Oh,
her in slow
shit.
motion, surrounded by
JJ.
10 bodyguards in suits, wired headsets,
It's
you know, the
JJ.
earpieces, heads on a swivel, checking
Oh.
out the fencing facility. She's like, calm your tits. It's a fencing facility. They're doing like the 2-finger
Clear.
you know what I'm talking about?
What?
The man walks straight over to Nami. She's like, how can I help you? You're Nami, the fencing Olympian.
Yeah.
I would like to learn from you. I would like a private lesson.
What?
Nami is so
Wait,
confused.
whoa,
Like,
whoa,
what the
whoa,
hell
whoa,
is
whoa, whoa,
happening?
whoa, whoa,
Usually
whoa.
people call, they ask about pricing, they try to negotiate the deals, they set up an appointment. But like, why is this kind of... So Nami
Kinda
starts
what?
giving
No,
this
it's not.
mysterious stranger
Wait, was this just me with my man brain? That shit don't. Wait, what?
private fencing lessons, and there was just this aura
I
of
knew she was gonna say
mystery
that.
surrounding this person. Why the bodyguards? Who are you? What do you do for a living?
Cuz just come up the joint talking about some, I want a private lesson from you. And what do you do after that? Just walk away? Please don't tell me he just walked away, right? He just walked. Everybody climbing up this little hill. Everybody like struggling to climb up the hill. Bro, imagine like him and his bodyguards climbed up a hill to come up to her. It was like, I want a private lesson from you. And then turn around and walk down the hill. You know what they say about like when guys walk down hills? They do that little hills. That shit is not swaggy at all. Oh, just imagine. Oh.
But it wasn't this clean-cut
Ooh.
situation. She starts slowly going on dates with JJ, and she's
Oh my
just
gosh.
falling in love. But
Really?
it's not clean-cut. Nami's still married to her cyclist husband.
Oh no.
August 21st,
Nami, no.
2023, Nami
Nami.
announces her divorce to the world.
Oh.
She makes a public statement. There is someone who gives true, unconditional love to me and my daughter, and that is the person I plan to spend the rest of my life with. It was
That's
a
no
really
good.
weird message. Like,
So it's like a divorce and second marriage at the same time.
yes, but also she never really confirmed the divorce. She never said, I'm getting a divorce.
What?
People were saying it's kind of when someone is in a breakup and they start posting about like they don't need a man. And then you're like, whoa, what's going on right now? Like, that's what Nami was doing. And it just didn't seem like her. Like, what does that even mean? And somehow people interpreted that message as, oh, shit. Nami's husband cheated on her.
What?
He must have. Like, why else would this fencing medalist post?
Hey, bro, I be mad as hell if niggas accuse me of cheating and my motherfucking girl cheating on. Hey, nigga, what the fuck? I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. What the fuck? Like, damn. Knowing how netizens get when they find a fucking rumor. Nigga, I'm clearing that up today. You crazy as hell. No, she wanna. No, I don't care if she's like a world-class athlete. I don't give a fuck. You're not playing with my lowly name. I know I'm not an Olympic athlete, okay? But I got common sense. Damn it. This ain't no fence. I got common sense. Bars, nigga. Don't play with me.
Post this like cryptic messages like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with someone who treats me like I'm special. Just felt kind of out of the blue. So her husband also gives a very brief statement. He actually confirms the divorce and he said, we had a consensual divorce. Please avoid discussing others' private matters so easily. Which again, people
That's
are
a little
like,
crazy. That's
sounds,
crazy.
you know what that's?
That's fucking crazy. Nigga, what? Dumb. What? Did the Chaebol dude? Did JJ tell you not to speak on this or something?
Sounds like to me a guilty man. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, shit. What you mean, boy? Crazy as hell, cuz. He ain't finna say I cheated if I ain't fucking cheat, nigga. Crazy as hell.
Rumors start running crazy, and the next day, Nami did not make it any better. She posts this very lengthy Instagram statement, and it's so confusing. Like, if the translation sounds a little weird to you, it's not because our translators are bad. It's because even in Korean, the statement is just kind of like,
Oh, shit.
I don't know what you're saying, girl. It reads, I'm Nam Hyun-hee. There
Okay.
is something I want to tell you about, so I'm going to write it to you very carefully. Many people asked me yesterday if I got a divorce. I'm writing after a lot of thought to answer this question. Yes. That's right. I got a divorce.
Okay.
There were some difficulties I couldn't tell you before I made this choice. I have a very precious child. I've been very careful not to hurt my daughter, and I think I've been trying very hard under all of this. I think many people think the word marriage means a 100-year contract, and I have always done my best as a wife. Of course, nobody thinks that they're perfect, but being a mother for the first time ever made me realize just how clumsy I was. But I have never, ever, ever done anything shameful to bring disgrace to my family. That is why I've always been forgiving and embracing the other person's mistakes and moving forward with my life thinking it must be a mistake, you know, because maybe they made it because I was clumsy. But as time passed, I realized these mistakes were being repeated again and again, and I reached that threshold. The turning away of another person's eyes from their family home has caused me and my family members severe wounds. I am the daughter of a precious parent. I am the mother of a precious child. So far, I have been raised by my parents and blindly loved. That is why I am also the person who wants to give such love to my precious child, and I believe the only true love that can be given is blind love.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
What?
That's what I'm saying, okay?
fuck?
Too deep.
Yeah, maybe it
Yeah,
just over me. Divorce is a bad thing, so I couldn't tell many people at once, but there was an opportunity for me to tell them the news later. I have a new person who gives me true blind love.
So, am I dumb? That's not good. What? Wait, what? Wait, oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. What?
Also to my daughter's family and me. Someone who will be with me and my daughter for the rest of our lives. I will make that person a stronger, better 남편이 as she is.
No, what?
Yeah, I don't know. She's like saying, I'm going to be stronger. There's more to the statement, but you really don't need to know. Okay? People took this as clear confirmation that her husband cheated on her.
Bro, this is
They're
crazy.
like,
This is sick.
this sounds like a woman scorned.
This is fucking sick. Did this nigga actually cheat on her or not? Because this is some sick shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
She's like, I have put up with so much and you. Like, that's what it sounded like. And it sounds like she finally met someone that would treat her right. People were very forgiving to her, which is kind of unusual. But I think people were thinking, her husband cheated on her, so it kind of makes sense. Comments read, it means the husband was at fault for the divorce, guys. This is gonna be messy.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Another comment reads, it sounds like she's beating around the bush of my husband cheated. But everyone was happy for Nami. If anyone deserved a Chaebol heir, someone to spend $10,000 a night on a Paradise Group hotel villa with, it would be Nami. It's harder to hate on an Olympian than an idol. For example, a lot of people were happy for her. They only felt like, okay, you know what? Good for her. So once the fans got over the divorce, fans start seeing Nami posting more frequently about all the expensive things in her life. Like all the expensive things her new person is gifting to her. Like they don't know that she's dating Chaebol yet. And because of this, the internet is the internet. They broke down all the prices of her new designer goods. Dior bag, $4,000. Messenger bag, $2,600. Chanel cosmetics case, $5,400. Gucci t-shirt.
Oh, she loving that shit. Cuz got a big B. Got her a Bentley. Damn. All right. I saw a Bentley outside today. Shout out to that nigga in that Bentley, bro. That cool dude. It was like a gray joint. That was a cool ass Bentley. I ain't never seen a Bentley before in my life, actually. Damn. I gotta work harder, I guess, but shout out to that nigga. Get your money, cuz.
$900, belt $600, wool blouse $1,550, Fendi sweater $2,500, Dior
Wow.
cotton shirt $1,200, sneakers $1,100.
Am I the only person that thinks like big designer names on like designer shit is ugly as the fuck? Or am I just a hater? I could be. I don't know. People call me a hater for less. So, okay.
Cartier watch $10,000, Van Cleef bracelet, earrings, like
Oh,
it all added
my
up.
gosh.
This is just what we're seeing on Instagram, and that came out to a grand total of $50,000 in like the span of a month. That is not including the fact that the Chaebol boyfriend also paid off Nami's loan of $110,000 and bought her a $300,000 Bentley SUV.
Bentayga. Damn, that's a sexy ass car.
She also moved into the Signal Lotte Tower. I don't know if it's Signal. The Lotte Tower.
Oh,
It's
that
the
thing.
tallest building in South Korea.
Oh.
It's actually one of the top 10 tallest buildings in the world. I think it's ranked at like number 5.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
the Lotte Tower. It is a multi-use building.
That
They've
is
got
scary.
offices, a 6-star hotel, a residence. They have
I don't want to live in that shit. What if something happened? I don't know. I ain't no high rise type of guy. Like I don't give a fuck about seeing the city outside. I don't care. I want to see some grass and some trees. That's what I want to see. I want to see grass, trees, and some animals and shit. Let me see some nature. I ain't trying to see other buildings. Shit. I like a yard.
insane gyms, amenities, library, which rent on a place like that could easily be upwards of $50,000 a month.
Oh, hell
I
no.
believe that particular unit that JJ the Chaebol was renting was around $78,000 a month.
$78,000 a fucking month. $78,000 a month just to live, and you went outside? You put $78,000 for a place, and you went outside You mean to tell me outside is not inside with you? Yeah, sometimes I see why people be wanting to eat the rich. What the fuck is that? What is that?
Ooh la la.
Units to own.
I don't want hate though. I ain't hating. Shit, I probably sound like a hater. Whatever.
Start anywhere on the low side. You're talking like peasant. You're living on like the 3rd floor. $3 million can easily go up into the $30 million. Interestingly enough, I believe outside of the Lotte Chaebol family members who live there, because it's Lotte owned, right? A lot of conglomerate families do not live there, like you would imagine. They pick mansions in quiet, rich areas of Seoul with giant gates and privacy trees just to stay away from attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be the collective jealousy of us peasants on the internet. But people said, you only live at the Lotte Tower if you want to be seen. If you're new money, that's where you go.
I mean, that is like that. I mean, I'd imagine, yeah. Shit, I mean, like, I don't know, bro. Whatever. Maybe I am a peasant. Oh my gosh, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Calling out the $30 million penthouse.
That's
Not
crazy.
everyone with money has class, okay?
Anyway.
That's crazy.
So this is not the place for you if you don't want to be seen.
Hey, I don't want to hate on my rich niggas out there. Shout out to y'all. Do whatever you want with your money, I guess.
Discretion is
Can I hold $1? Like, you genuinely don't need that dollar. Let me get $1 off you.
key. But there is no doubt it's one of the most expensive and impressive pieces of real estate that you can own in Seoul. So to put it in perspective, there is a lounge inside the tower, and you have to pay $200 per person to enter the lounge.
To enter?
To like breathe the oxygen in the lounge.
Nigga, what?
One of the main reasons that people go and pay that much money for these lounges is so that they can rub shoulders with people like JJ.
Remember in Korea, like one time we went to this little lounge area in this hotel, and then everyone in the lounge was sitting with their backs so straight,
Bruh.
wearing like Chanel and
Oh.
then like cakes in front of them.
Oh, I'd want to leave. This is, I don't know, bro. This should make me sad sometimes. Just be yourself. Why can't everybody just be rich and be their fucking selves? Like, damn.
environment was so freaking stuffy in there.
Like, okay, that was really traumatizing. So my mom was meeting up with a friend, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go downstairs to like the little lounge area. They got snacks, you know? So buy some snacks on me. I take my card, okay? The fucking bingsu there, which is shaped ice.
Oh, yes,
Frozen
yes.
ice is like
Frozen
$60.
Yeah. So apparently, like people go to these fancy lounges in like hotels just to buy their like $80, $60 frozen pinsu, like shaved ice.
Wow.
And it
Ice.
tastes exactly the same.
Ice.
Same.
But people will do like taste reveals.
We did that. We
Yeah,
did
yeah,
a
yeah. It
taste
tastes
reveal.
exactly
For
the
real?
same.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh my
spoiler alert.
goodness.
And everyone was dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
I was snooping on the table next to us. It was a bunch of I don't want to call them housewives because you know they could have been career women, but they were just talking about the schooling for their kids and like English lessons. And I was like, oh, I feel like I'm in a K-drama right now.
Remember, one of the lady dropped something on the floor.
Oh,
And then the
yes.
other three left. And when she went down to pick up something on the floor, when she got up, she bumped her head
Oh,
on the
shit.
table. And then she like was holding it in so hard not to make a noise.
I don't even think that she mentioned it.
Hey,
Because I
bro.
remember thinking, if you have 3 friends that you went to go eat bingsu with, you better believe if I bonk my fucking head while you're not there, the minute you come back, I'm giving you a full rundown of how I just bunked my head.
Yeah.
But no, it was weird. It was weird, okay? Yeah, that's like the type of lounge this is. JJ would network at this
Cool,
building.
I
Well,
guess.
I don't know if JJ was networking. JJ would just kind of like exist there because
What?
that's what rich people do. And then other people would try to network at these buildings because you know the whole saying, the rich keep getting richer, and the rich somehow know the perfect investment opportunity before it's even considered perfect.
And they know
Shit.
which industries are going to suddenly have a rise.
Shit.
And having someone in the local sphere can almost guarantee that you become rich.
Like, why do you think so many congressmen become rich
Yeah.
off of stocks?
Stonks.
You get the idea. They know the nose. JJ's neighbors are interested in investing in whatever Paradise Group's son is trying to invest in. Now, October 23rd, 2023, Nami and JJ do a now infamous interview. So at this point, everyone knew that
Infamous.
Nami was dating someone else, had no idea that it was a Chaebol. Yeah.
So this was the grand reveal.
They just think it's just some rich dude gifting a $300,000 car.
Grand reveal.
Ooh, hard launch,
yeah.
boy.
Like on TV. What's the premise?
All right, what we doing?
Announcing their engagement.
Okay.
Silver medalist
Oh, all right.
engaged. Who's her new rich groom?
It's
Who's her new rich
JJ.
partner? Now, up until this point, the interview went a little bit deeper on Nami's new love story, but also who JJ was, because nobody really knows much about the Paradise Group. I mean, this was explosive news. The news went deep into JJ's life as the third generation Chaebol who lived in New York and studied horseback riding. JJ talked about how they would do horseback
I didn't even know you could study horseback riding. Okay.
riding until they were unfortunately injured. Talking about how JJ was a strong competitor in the equestrian world until they got bored from not being able to horseback ride after that injury and decided to get into IT and then started a mental health facility.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. The two of them talked about their cute little first meeting story, how they worked through all the obstacles and Nami's stress about becoming the future daughter-in-law of a wealthy Chaebol high-class family. They talked about how Nami would always complain to JJ about the guards that were constantly around. Like, they can't even get some privacy during intimate dates because look,
There's Steve, the bodyguard, just like poking his head around the corner.
another time when they were having dinner, the paparazzi and reporters stormed into the private dining room and
Yo.
demanded to ask questions to the heir of the Paradise Group, the illegitimate child heir of the Paradise Group.
Bro, that's
The bodyguards
crazy.
wrestled them out, but Nami
Sure,
was
that's out here.
shocked. Additionally, when Nami would get into JJ's car, the driver would just say, "This is the schedule, JJ. What would you like to do? Anything else you'd like me to add in?" And Nami's like, "Can we just not have like a day without a schedule? Can we just not like be alone for a second?"
No.
It was a lot. Nami felt overwhelmed, she will admit. JJ laughed in the interview and stated, "After fighting over this, I decided to reduce the number of bodyguards and change my attire from suits to casual wear." Yeah. There was a slight cuteness to JJ too, because JJ grew up in New York. They would heavily use Konglish, which is a mixture of Korean and English. And JJ's Korean was, I don't think that they have an accent, but it was just kind of, I guess, to the native Korean speaker, it's not great. Like, you can kind of tell that maybe they're not a native speaker. So it's nice to know that rich Chaebols also have some weaknesses. It's comforting. It's great. It's reassuring. JJ also divulged in the business that they started in the U.S. It's...
Like, who's the demographic for this?
It's a mental health facility for rich kids. JJ puts it like this.
Damn.
If a rich kid
Hey.
falls off a horse and now has horse trauma...
That's what it said?
That's
Yeah.
wow.
Okay, but tell us. I want to know what happens when.
Bro, I thought this was like some type of shit like they have a support group for going through some mental stresses that happen with rich people or rich kids. Like, this is a support group to tell them not be a fucking asshole or learn the value of $1, give back, do these things. But no, it's just horse trauma. Okay.
So if a rich kid has a horse and falls off the horse, now the rich kid has horse trauma. The mental health facility will design a particular special individual therapy course for that kid to help them recover from the trauma around horses and falling off of a horse. They will work through that trauma with the rich kid to help them
Okay.
regain confidence again.
Because what is life if you're not at the Kentucky Derby?
What is
Right.
life if you're not an equestrian?
That would make a hell.
Of a document, like
Yeah.
a reality show.
Yes.
Man,
I
man,
want to
man,
see
man.
them overcome their trauma.
My
and
David.
finally get back onto the horse and they.
Ah, so good.
So that's what JJ was focusing on in the US. But allegedly, back in South Korea after moving back, JJ was fully involved in the family business. So we can assume that JJ was welcomed in with open arms.
Okay.
If they're working at Paradise Group.
Oh.
The engagement photos, though, goofy goof.
What that
Why
mean?
does it look like a melodramatic thriller K-drama poster where it's about two people who are married and they're like trying to kill each other? Just look at them. Just look at the pictures.
Oh.
Look at the pictures. And for you, honey, just
Yeah.
imagine it.
I'm trying.
I'm just
Yeah.
picturing our photos.
So, the night that the engagement was made public, Nami received a DM on Instagram.
Uh-oh.
Not the "Hey Girl" DM. I mean, honestly, the "Hey Girl" DM would have been a million times better than the
What you
DM that she
mean?
actually
What
got.
you mean?
She clicks open the DM.
The plot
and it reads,
thickens.
translated.
Uh-oh.
So this is not me choosing the words, but translated, he's not rich.
Oh, shit. Oh.
He's not from the US. He's not a Chaebol. He's from the countryside in South Korea. And he is not even a he.
What? Oh.
Wait, who sent this?
A random DM to Nami. All hell broke loose.
Oh,
This
shit.
became one of the biggest scandals in
Whoa.
South Korea.
I didn't know the plot was gonna thicken like that. Whoa.
Nobody could stop talking about it for months
Oh.
because of how bizarre this whole plot is.
My parents are still talking about this.
If I
Oh,
wrote a book
shit.
about this, you guys would leave a 1-star Goodreads review and
you
write
mean?
another YouTuber without any talent. Unbelievable plot. Literally so many plot holes. It doesn't even make sense.
No collarbone. What are you talking about?
Okay, it's so unbelievable, disgusting. Refund. I want it now.
Damn.
But this is real life. This is the story of how Korea's sweetheart fencing Olympian was scammed by a con artist
Oh my
pretending to be
gosh.
the illegitimate male heir to a conglomerate casino fortune worth billions of dollars.
But how did you?
But they were assigned female at birth.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And I cannot stress this enough.
What you mean?
This is not, I repeat, a transgender story. This is not the story of an individual who is being brave and opening themselves up to the world to say, hey, no, guys, this is who I am. This is not that story. And I think most of us are really good at using our critical thinking skills, but just in case I need to clarify, like this case at its core has nothing to do with the transgender community and what it means to be transgender in today's world. And just in case I have not been clear enough already, I firmly believe that one of the most almost heartbreakingly beautiful things that an individual can do is fully embrace themselves for who they are, knowing that the world is going to ridicule them, reject them, potentially kill them, and try to convince them that they don't know themselves.
Love
I think
yourself,
that
gang.
takes a level of courage
Yes.
and assuredness that should be celebrated.
Yes.
This case has
Yes.
nothing to do with that.
Oh,
This case
okay.
is about an individual who wanted to scam people and was willing to become whatever chameleon to make it happen. Like, we're going to get into it. JJ pretended to be all sorts of different people. An investor, an IT specialist, a Chaebol kid,
A horseback riding professional.
and unfortunately, JJ would also leverage traditional gender roles to have higher chances of succeeding in their scams. They would tell people that they were a man. They would then go around telling people that they were a woman, and then back and forth and back and forth. And they would, quote, switch back and forth 32 times. And a lot of doctors and experts who
how?
studied this case, they came out on Korean news stations and said, this has nothing to do with the transgender community. JJ is hurting the transgender community rather than being a representative of that community. This is just the story of a scam artist that turned themselves into whoever, so that they could scam people out of money. There is zero evidence that JJ ever presented as any other gender when there was not a scam involved. In most sources, they have just been switching the pronouns to he when JJ's scam involved being a man, and then she when JJ's scam involved being a woman. I'm just going to stick with they, them pronouns.
Okay.
Just because I guess I don't want to definitively say that they were not struggling with their gender identity. Like, and I
Alright.
don't know how they identified. So the general consensus was that JJ would find a target, a victim to scam, and try to figure out the easiest way to scam them. If the victim was going to be a man, they believed the easiest way was to present as a woman, and vice versa. Yeah, that seems to be the general opinion on what JJ did. And not that JJ, again, was genuinely struggling with gender identity. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, sorry. Super long disclaimer, but just like, sometimes people try to make something that it's not.
Oh,
There
yeah, I know.
are roughly about 100,000 Amex Black Card holders in the world.
want one.
American Express's Black Card is a status symbol. You
kinda
have to
want
be
one.
invited. And even if you have money, it doesn't mean you're going to get invited to be a Black Card holder. And it's not even clear the exact requirements to get a
African
Black
American
Card.
Express.
Some say that you have to spend around $250,000 to $350,000 a year on a
Okay, never mind. Fuck that.
personal card, $500,000 a year on a business card. Other sources say, no, you got to spend at least $1 million on your Amex card.
Wait, no. I thought it was like I thought 250. I thought 250K was the lowest one. What the fuck? $1 million? Nigga, what?
Every single year before American Express calls you and is like, hey, do you want a Black Card? You also need to have an insane high credit score above 800. Those are the soft requirements. Even if you hit those targets, that doesn't even guarantee you're going to be invited to be a centurion, centipede holder. Even if you're invited, you have to pay a one-time initial fee of $10,000 and an annual fee of $5,000.
Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, fuck that Black Card. Fuck. What do you mean? Well, it could be some ways around that, right? I don't know.
Just to have
Nah, that's some
a
sick
fancy
shit. That's sick
They
shit.
are really fancy though.
I mean,
They
I
are really
guess.
fancy. When I was working in retail, I saw like 1 or 2 of them. They're really fancy. It's a clear status symbol, okay? I mean, the average black card holder at Amex has a net worth of at least $16 million. So JJ has the black Amex card.
Okay,
Only
never mind to my dream.
theirs wasn't real.
What?
What?
Did
What?
you know there are services where you can send your credit card in
No way.
and they will paint it to look
That's
like
some
the black
sick
card?
shit,
Oh my
bro.
God, that's
Oh.
so good.
It
How do
could-
I get there?
It could be a Visa card,
Uh-huh.
but it's painted to look like an Amex black card, and then you swipe it and it still works.
Yeah, but
Oh.
you swipe it, they're like, it's a Visa.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it looks identical to a black card. It's just
shit.
wearing
That's
Amex
crazy.
black card clothes. It's a fake Centurion card.
Wow.
That's not even the worst part. It gets even crazier. So one of the more expensive lines that Mercedes has to offer, Mercedes-Benz, the car company.
the,
for example,
it's the-
Mercedes has the
Yes.
top of the line sedans,
Bro.
the S-Class. That starts at around $120,000.
Oh, for a new one. I was gonna say, what the fuck?
But the Maybach starts
Maybach music.
Yes.
Wait, is that Virgil Abloh's joint? No, it's not. Oh.
starts at around 200,000, like 194,000. I mean, of course, you could get used ones for a lot cheaper.
Hell yeah.
And by a lot, I mean still a lot,
mean,
but
yeah.
it's a huge difference between the S-Class and the Maybach. And that's a very expensive car either way, right? The Maybach.
Yeah.
Well, JJ drove around in a Maybach, but
Wait, he drove in a Maybach or did he ride in one?
it was fake.
Oh my
How'd you get a fake Maybach?
God.
You're gonna die.
Or
You're gonna
Maybach,
die.
sorry.
It was an
No
S-Class.
way.
It was an S-Class. Still very expensive.
Oh.
But they took off the S-Class signage on the back
Hey,
and bought
bro.
the fake Maybach signs online and glued
Nigga,
it to
what?
the car.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. This is
I don't know the different interiors. There's different interiors. Did he switch out the interiors or like what?
so cringe.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
what?
clearly, JJ was not who they said they were. JJ was not the heir to the Paradise Group. JJ didn't even grow up in New York. JJ doesn't even speak English.
Wait, what?
Doesn't even know English, okay? Like, they're speaking Konglish. They don't know English. The day the interview of the engagement announcement went up, someone commented on the video, up until middle school, you were doing Taekwondo. Why do you suddenly keep saying that you did horseback riding?
Oh shit.
The commentator also wrote, when she was training with me, this is what they wrote, when she was training with me, she was a woman. Right now, I don't know.
Wait.
After that first initial interview, JJ went on a few interviews to try and clarify some of
Wait, so they're reading comments and responding to comments for real? I thought you don't do that. Yeah, that's just one person saying that, right? You can't just ignore that comment, JJ. Huh. Okay.
these weird rumors. So these were just comments, and then people were writing articles. Like all the tabloids were
shit.
like, what's going on?
Oh, wait,
Are we
never mind.
sure
Okay.
that this is the Paradise Group's error?
Ooh.
They're trying to like dig into it. So as damage control, JJ
You can never. You know what they say? They say what is things you can't escape in life is death, taxes, and I think Stephanie said Samsung. I think there's one more thing. Niggas that don't mind their own fucking business.
starts doing these interviews, and they spoke with a YouTuber, and it's pretty cringe. It kind of sounds like, you know, when you prepare answers for a job interview, but you've only prepped the answers for 10 questions. And then the job interviewer be going off script, and you're like, we didn't agree to that. So they ask you, what color is the sky? And somehow you have a convoluted answer and bring it back to why you are the most qualified candidate for this job. Like, because you,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Those are the
Yes.
ones that you
Bro.
practice.
Oh
So
my
in the
gosh.
interview, JJ keeps doing that. Like, just keeps bringing it back to the 5 answers that they have
Like
scripted.
what answers?
Like, I don't want to dive too much into it because there are a lot of people involved. And I honestly, to me, it doesn't matter if I get hurt. I just don't really want other people to be burdened or hurt. They commented that that person on the YouTube comments has actually taken down their comment and apologized to JJ. But the reason that JJ didn't ask for that commentator to comment back on that YouTube and say, hey, actually, guys, that was a lie is because JJ's a good person and JJ doesn't really want that person to be under heat or fire or, it's just, it's okay for me to be the bad guy, And the YouTuber is like, what the fuck are you talking about? If the commenter comments back and is like, hey guys, I actually freaking lied. I don't know this person. JJ probably did grow up in New York. I've already apologized to JJ. That was a troll comment. The public would not give a fork. But JJ was like, nah. No. JJ was also asked, hey, can you explain to us the exact relationship to the Chun chairman that you have?
Why don't they just ask them to speak some English?
Oh, shit.
Just introduce yourself,
Yeah, elevator pitch us. Yeah. Give us a icebreaker.
Disgusting shit.
shit. 냄새. 무슨 disgusting한 냄새. And JJ is basically like, you know what? Let me think about this question. Let me think about my relationship with my father and get back to you on it.
Whoa.
It was just really bizarre. Whoa. Near the end, JJ almost kind of checks out of the conversation, or at least it sounds like they're checking out. Won't say anything, won't answer questions, just won't go off the script.
Damn.
사안에 대해서 완전 회피를 하시다는 방법이 있고 진솔하게 말씀하시는
They say
분이
yes?
있을 거라고 생각합니다.
I mean, she?
알겠습니다.
Or did they say
내실
yes?
입장이 있을지 해가지고 연락드렸어요.
아니요, 저는 어떤 것도 얘기 안 할 거예요.
It's PR, but not PR. It's really weird. The YouTuber later even said, it's like they're playing a drama character. I don't even understand what they're saying.
Bro,
they didn't
what?
answer a single question. They just kept answering the way they want to answer a question.
Man, if I'm over here getting exposed for all this stuff, I'm not taking interviews. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Like, what? I don't want to answer y'all. I don't need to answer y'all. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to my wife. Don't talk about nothing. Quiet. Quiet is kept. And keep that quiet kept. Okay? Over here having fucking interviews and shit and checking out mid-interview. Man.
Then childhood photos came up of JJ. They were leaked.
Oh, shit.
Not only did JJ not grow up in New York, but JJ was born and raised in a not so great area in Incheon, near the airport. JJ's parents owned karaoke bars, did not do well for themselves, which is fine. Nothing is wrong with that. But along with JJ's childhood photos, stories were coming out about how JJ was kind of an odd one. During high school, JJ would take pictures with cars that were not their cars and then post about it as if it was their car, which is just
one
odd.
of those.
One of the owners of the cars literally asked JJ, what the fuck are you doing on my car right now? And JJ would just pretend not to understand.
Oh, sorry, I only speak English.
I don't know. Okay.
What?
Disgusting shit.
What, bro?
All of JJ's old friends stated JJ does not speak any English at all. But then JJ would get these mysterious phone calls and then pick up.
Bro, this is
die
crazy.
of secondhand embarrassment. Would just go to the corner and be like, yes. Okay. Next time. Yes. Okay.
What?
Yes. Disgusting shit.
What?
Yes. Perfect. Okay. Goodbye. For 10 minutes straight. It wasn't even quick phone calls where it's like, hey, okay, yeah, thanks. It's like, yes, yes, got it.
I used to fantasize that when I was younger. I'm like, one day I'm gonna move to America.
I'm gonna move to America.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That's so cute. No, at one point, JJ pretended to die in high school. Yeah.
What?
Sent out invitations of their funeral to everyone. And then when it was obviously revealed that JJ was not dead, JJ was like, sorry guys, I had amnesia.
I know those type of people in my high school. Oh, damn. What the
So
fuck?
October 24th, the police show up at the Signal residences, and it said that
Bro, I remember there was this dude in my high school, and he didn't go to I think he said he was like, it was a bunch of stuff cuz was lying about, bro. One day he missed football practice, and the coach was asking him, why didn't you come to football practice? And he was like, I'm sorry, I got into this accident. Cuz came to school with the gauze and everything, and I felt bad for him. I thought he actually got into an accident and all these other things. And turns out I was told that he ain't getting no damn accident. He faked all of it. He faked a lot of things. This is what I was told. Of course, I'm here for the drama. I don't give a fuck if it's real or not. Because what is going on? He said something else. He knew what was it? Karate or some shit. And I remember he got his ass whooped or something. I don't know. It was a lot. I know those type of people.
Nami
Knew those type of people.
looked at JJ genuinely stressed out, and she was pleading with them like, you can tell me the truth. I really like you. I want to be with you. Even if you're not the son of the Paradise Group, just tell me, please. It's fine. Just tell me. And JJ told her that the media is lying. Nami still believed JJ.
Wait, how did JJ give her this $300,000 fucking Bentley and all these things? Got a great credit scores. Like, I'm trying to figure out how are they affording this shit?
I mean, how could she not? Sometimes Nami would get text messages from the chairman of Paradise Group while JJ was asleep. How would JJ be able to do that? So she posted on her Instagram,
girl,
I will take strong measures with no mercy for any false
put the
information
phone,
spread with
bro, put the phone down. Put the phone down. Just put the phone down. I understand you trying to do what you trying to do. Put the phone down. Put it down.
evil intent.
Oh.
JJ later posts, I will deal with the false rumors till the very end. For me, Nami and her daughter are the most important, precious things in the world. I have to protect those precious to me, and to protect those most precious things, I will do everything within my power. I feel like that was a bit of a run-on. I feel like that could have been more concise. You know?
Yeah.
Stephanie, come on.
But tell me why Dispatch is everywhere. Like, why do they have their fingers in everybody's pies? Dispatch drops an article soon after, and everything blows up even more.
How the fuck?
Detonates. It's like a full breakdown of all of JJ's past crimes, because JJ has a criminal record. JJ is a criminal con artist and has scammed people out of nearly $3 million.
Wow.
Changing
Boo.
occupations, changing genders, so to quote, right, to scam people.
Wow.
April 2018,
That's
JJ
crazy.
meets a man on a dating app while presenting as a woman. They start dating, and JJ talks on and on about being a career horse taker, caretaker, horseback riding, I don't know, equestrian. Anyway, out of the blue, JJ calls this man frantic, saying they broke a really expensive saddle, and the man wired JJ the money to replace it. And every day, JJ just kept doing this. There was a dead horse. Oh, I need $17,000 from loan sharks. I killed another horse. I need $3,000 to buy a new horse.
Damn, why you killing these damn horses?
Oh my gosh, it was just nonstop. At one point, JJ was like, I'm pregnant. You gotta send me money for this pregnancy. In the end, JJ robbed this man of $44,000.
Hey, cuz. Somebody asking for some money for this horse. Are you asking for receipts? You throwing out 17 bands, 17 spankaroos, and you're not even worried about seeing if you can see the motherfucking horse? And then ask for the new saddle? Huh? Like, yo, you got 40,000 of them hoes off you, bro. That's crazy.
Another one of JJ's favorite scams was to reach out to people that they were dating, seeing, talking to, again, presenting as a man or a woman. Just to reiterate, there was no point in time where JJ said, from this point forward, I would like to be addressed as like he, him, you know? 32 times back and forth. That's why a lot of experts are saying, yeah, no, like this is not, that's not what we're talking about right now. Just like, we'll do anything to scam people. Presenting as whoever, whatever occupation, anything.
That's crazy.
They'd be like, hey, I'm in the US right now and my banks are frozen. I need to get back to South Korea. Can you wire me the flight money? I'll pay you back when I get back to South Korea. People would wire them the money, and they would never get it back, while JJ was sitting in Korea and just ghosting them.
Boo.
April
That's crazy.
2019,
That's
JJ
fucking
approached a
crazy.
woman presenting as a man, stating that, quote, his wife was a successful water company owner. I don't know what that means. I don't know if she was like running sewage. She's not real. So we don't have to speculate, okay? I don't know if that's like a bottled water company. I don't know. But JJ tells this person, hey, just invest $2,314 with my wife.
so
and
specific.
after 6 months, you will receive $3.8 million in returns.
All right, you just gotta be a fucking dumbass. Bro, if you put in 200 something and you think you finna get 3 million, nigga, you are either going to die or go to jail. That's not a good flip. That's not a good flip at all. That's actually like so obnoxious. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you can't even do no math of that. Like, excuse me.
Charlie Munger is rolling over in his grave right now at those returns. August 2019, JJ started a job recruiting scam and pretended to be two different people, a recruiting employee and a recruiting manager.
Yeah, JJ is just an ultimate thief. This is crazy.
JJ was scamming these victims who were just looking for jobs out of a $700 application background check, random unnecessary fees. One time, one of the victims even posted online about how this job recruiter was a scam artist, and JJ threatened to sue them unless they paid them $4,000. This person was so terrified of a lawsuit that they paid JJ $4,000.
Yo.
September 2019, JJ targets a man named Mr. B. JJ is presenting as a woman, and JJ tries to get him to marry them, and I guess he agrees. And if I'm not mistaken, JJ pretended to be pregnant as well. This is what they would do with a lot of their male victims, like would pretend to get pregnant and then ask, like, you gotta 책임져, which means take responsibility and marry me. Now in Korea, traditionally, the husband is often known for buying the marital home. So JJ would ask them for the deposit to put down on their marital home and then just ghost them. Yeah. Side note, JJ would bring their boyfriends home to introduce to their mom. Paid actress.
What?
Paid actress with
Of
the
course.
script and everything.
Oh my
I heard this
gosh.
story a
What
couple
the
times.
fuck?
Yeah,
already.
they call JJ the Anna Delvey
This is
of South Korea.
crazy, bro.
It's always that, huh?
Always the paid
actress.
actress.
This
I
is
mean, that
crazy,
seems like
bro.
a bustling industry we should get in.
No.
I
No.
should be the paid actress mom.
Yeah, you'll be pretty good.
Thank you so much.
우리 아들
Uh-uh.
너무 피곤하지.
Disgusting shit.
Shit. And then the craziest bombshell that was revealed by Dispatch. JJ was married once before. In 2017, JJ
Wow.
married another person, another woman. And this woman was under the impression that JJ was assigned male at birth. Yeah, was under the impression
Okay.
that JJ was a man. And JJ would bandage their chest in the restroom every single day. And later, everyone would wonder how the ex-wife did not know. But she stated that she genuinely didn't know. And it's suspected by online netizens that JJ used a very realistic attachment that you would not be able to tell in dim lighting if it was real flesh or not. If that makes sense. The ex-wife would also state that they never had too many intimate times and they would always do it with the lights off.
Oh.
Now, it's crazy, but JJ did the same thing to Nami. Nami
wow.
said that JJ kept telling her she seemed pregnant, which is kind of odd when you think about it. Like, I would imagine, since Nami already had a kid, that if anyone felt like she was pregnant before she took a test, it would be herself, right?
Right.
Like, she'd be the most in tune with her body, like, oh, wait a minute. So Nami is like, I don't think I'm pregnant. But JJ kept pressuring her to take a pregnancy test. And when she did, they were positive.
What?
She takes another one in the house, pregnant, positive, positive,
wait, what?
positive. 10 positive pregnancy tests later, Nami's confused because first of all, she does not feel pregnant at all. And she's even thinking maybe I'm having a boy then because I don't feel pregnant.
What?
And second of all, she knew at this point that JJ was assigned female at birth. So she's like,
Wait.
how am I pregnant? I don't get it.
What?
But JJ had told her that they had a testicle transfer, basically stating that JJ was the heir to a huge fortune. So obviously they get elite medical care that the general population the Gen Pop does not have access to.
Okay.
JJ was able to pay for state-of-the-art medical innovations like a testy transfer. So JJ said JJ's twin brother, suddenly there's a twin brother involved. I don't know, okay.
What about the twin brother?
Gave them a testy.
What?
Just one.
Didn't
One
happen
nut-
though, okay? This type of procedure is not feasible, at least from what I know. One urologist told a Korean news network, like, for that to be possible, the doctor who performed that surgery for JJ would be winning a Nobel Prize. The doctor said so many factors come into play. Like the testy transfer itself, I think is feasible, but the fact that you can impregnate after that is like it's not just the organ that the patient needs. It's a very specific cocktail of hormones that would be needed. It's just it's not done yet. But Nami seemingly does not question it, which I guess makes sense, you know, because I don't know if I would question it either. Anyway, Nami goes to her sister's place and gets a pregnancy test, and it shows her that she's not pregnant. So now she's confused. Is she pregnant?
Did JJ give her like fake pregnancy tests?
Or not. All the while, JJ is on the side like, no, baby, I'm a 책임져. I'm gonna take responsibility. Let's get married and have a family.
Wow.
Nami-
Is Nami rich?
I would say more so than rich. Nami has a spectacular reputation. People would trust her.
I see.
So to get investments, seed money, stuff like that. Yeah, and she probably has a good circle
Yes.
of people to tap into.
That's crazy.
I'm playing chess.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So Nami is so confused. Just to get confirmation, she goes to her gynecologist, and as she's sitting in the exam room with the doctor, she hears a commotion outside in the waiting room. She hears screaming, "Where is Nami?"
What?
The nurse is heard saying, "No, sir, you can't do this. You can't go in there."
What?
Followed by a, "Where is she?"
What is going on?
There's like footsteps. The door bursts open. The nurse barges in and is like, "I'm so sorry, doctor, but the patient's son is here. He's very upset."
Patient's son?
JJ is 15 years younger than Nami, so the nurse mistook them for Nami's son.
Bro, what?
Say that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, bro, this is crazy.
15 years younger. Which is fine. I mean, they're both adults, but K-netizens thought it was just kind of a goofy lining to the whole thing.
Yo, this is
Like,
nuts. This story is crazy. This is crazy. This story is crazy. I don't know how it could get any more worse, but it's just so wacky, bro. What, like, oh my gosh.
How sad would that be?
Oh.
I would never go back to that doctor's office.
No, for real. I'm an Olympian. What the fuck you talk? No. The fuck?
Never do it. When that dispatch article was released, Nami's family drove to the residence, and she
Alright,
straight
enough of
up
this
asked
shit.
JJ, "Are you really the granddaughter of that family then?" Because now JJ's saying, "Okay, fine, I'm assigned female at birth, and I'm not the son, I'm the daughter."
A daughter.
Yeah. And she's saying, "I don't know anymore. Like, everything in this article, is it true?" JJ says, "Some of it's true, some of it's not."
What?
It's giving the Golden Globes. It's giving Joe Coy. Some I wrote, some other people wrote. JJ basically said, "Some of it's true, some of it's not true." Like, what?
Enough.
What? So Nami just stares at JJ and said, "How am I supposed to live in Korea anymore? Do I have to leave the country?" So, side note, Nami is correct on feeling scared about her future. A lot of K-netizens do not see her purely as a victim. Others feel suspicious of her. So, allegedly, some of the victims sent their money to Nami's bank account. But again, Nami could have been oblivious to it, or she could have been told that it was for a very specific, reasonable purpose that it
Well, if that's not what happened, then you gotta get that money back, right?
is not a scam.
Wait,
Gotta
who
get that
sent
money.
money to Nami?
Some of the victims of JJ sent money to Nami's bank account.
Meanwhile?
What's wrong? What happened, girl? Oh my gosh! All right, yo! What the?
Where? Are you serious? Right here?
What the hell is happening? Oh my gosh, dude! Hey, bro, this is crazy, dude. What the hell? I didn't know these videos get like this. Oh my god. I hope she's okay, bro. That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
You have to get up.
Okay, do that again.
Do that again.
What? What?
You gotta
the-
stretch, honey. You need to stretch.
Yo.
Please save me, please.
He's getting better.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. Just
All right,
chop it off. Just chop it off.
Shut up. Don't move too much. Slowly. Slowly.
Yo.
Unless they
All
drink
right.
more water.
So after dispatch,
Hey. I see why y'all wanted me to watch this.
Can you massage my leg?
after dispatch released
Oh.
the article, her parents basically had to come to the residence and tell her, "Hey,
This whole
Tungshin
video's a
Tara,
mess.
You know,
Get your head out of your butt crack.
So Nami decides she's gonna pack up all her bags and leave. She takes all of her gifts, her jewelry, her purses, literally everything, okay? Tech gear, everything that JJ had ever gifted her. She's taken it. JJ sees her, watching her
Uh-oh.
take everything but flowers that he had given her. And those were some expensive, never dying flowers. You know what I'm talking about? The brand name flowers. And JJ just says, "But what about the flowers? Those
What?
flowers cost $3,000.
Okay.
Anyway, while Nami is
What?
packing her bags, she
Nigga,
sees a
fuck
phone
them
that she doesn't
flowers.
recognize. She opens it up, and the phone number that she believed were her future in-laws, JJ had been texting her, pretending to be his fake Chaebol parents. And he had
Wow.
used an app so that those text messages could be sent at a time where JJ was not on his phone, where it didn't look like JJ had sent them. So
What?
of course, Nami's gonna believe that it was from Paradise Group's family members.
Oh my gosh.
JJ was taken into the
This
police
is too
station
much
to be
work.
investigated for, wide-scale fraud.
So the rest of the video is just about to be this. How's she gonna feel?
But this is crazy. The police actually let JJ go home because JJ told them, I don't want to say, and I quote because it's translated, but "I had no sleep and food for almost 3 days. I feel like I'm going to die." They were allowed to go back home.
What?
And then they immediately deleted their Instagram. When
What?
a reporter tried to contact them to talk about the whole case, they just screamed into the phone, "I'm not JJ."
What?
Yeah, which a lot of netizens
the
were like,
fuck?
"What? So if I'm hungry, I can avoid jail time after fraud?"
Oh, okay.
You're putting your whole wussy into this one today.
Bro, what? Bro, this is crazy.
Anyway,
This is
JJ
videos.
cannot come within a certain distance of Nami. And they gave Nami this smartwatch and told her that if she sees JJ, just click the smartwatch. I mean, the whole thing was bizarre, especially considering the fact that this wasn't even JJ's first time going to jail. A few years before meeting Nami, JJ was sitting in prison. Actually, a few months before meeting Nami,
Bro,
JJ was sitting in
what?
prison.
What the
JJ had been
fuck?
sentenced to 2 years and 3 months in prison for fraud and scamming people. And it
And then they kept doing that?
seems like it was a family business. JJ's dad was not the Paradise Group chairman, but
Another scam artist.
a scam artist.
Oh
He
no.
used the same tactics to find victims and drown them with these big investment promises and small gifts.
Wow.
JJ's dad, who is
So I guess the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
now 60-something, is publicly wanted for defrauding people out of over $1 million.
Wow.
He was recently arrested, though.
See, my
so-
question is, when JJ came out saying they're part of this whatever Chaebol family, why didn't they say something?
The Chaebols?
Yeah.
Oh, they do later.
Later?
You're gonna die.
Okay.
This isn't the first time that someone pretended to be a part of this Chaebol family, like
Oh,
high
shit.
profile.
I bet they're
Bro, what?
confused.
Yeah.
They're like, maybe.
They're like, "Dad,
And the dad goes like, shit.
I did send like 10 of them to New York."
Because
Oh,
like, that would be
shit.
the first thing you do.
Yeah, because you'd be like, "Dad," and then he'd be like, "Absolutely not. Where are my attorneys?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But
This is
JJ's dad
crazy.
was a little bit smarter than JJ because he would actually steal people's identities and then scam other people using those people's names. Yeah. So
'Cause-
JJ would actually scam people using their government name. Government name. People were like, "Why?"
Why?
Anyway, I feel like I shouldn't be laying down right now. This is getting really sad.
Oh, yeah. Guys,
Blood,
All right,
sweat,
bro.
and tears went into this one.
it's a dangerous job.
Anyway, JJ would scam people with their real government name. And so this is a lot of people. I mean, one of the saddest cases was JJ scammed someone who, I don't know the financial status of a lot of people that JJ scammed because a lot of them were remaining anonymous. But one person took out loans
Oh
because
no.
they didn't have money, but they believed in JJ's promises of a return.
Fuck, bro. That's
So
fucked
it was
up.
just really unfortunate. Anyway, while JJ was in prison, JJ also lied about being pregnant so that the other inmates would baby JJ and do all of the chores for them instead. But then they were all pissed when the whole thing turned out to be a giant lie. JJ also told all of them,
Right, like
all the other inmates of, I guess, their sick plans after they got out. They were gonna, quote, do business with the upper class. That's what they said. I'm going to get out of here and do business with the upper class. And in order to mingle with the upper class, you have to learn advanced sports. Skiing, fencing, archery, rich people sports, horseback riding. So we can assume that's why JJ wanted to learn fencing immediately after getting out of prison. Oh, side note, JJ was also married while they were in prison. Married a man this time. Because apparently in Korea, if you get married, the courts might be easier on you and let you get released early.
Wow.
Is that not crazy?
Yeah, that's
so JJ
crazy.
was also violent in prison. JJ allegedly beat up an inmate to the point of blood being splattered.
Bro, who the fuck is this Yo, like, is this some type of enigma or something? Like a myth, a legend? Like, what is going on?
I don't know.
What
this
the
is
hell?
alleged, but people describe JJ as completely losing it and just plummeting another inmate. Guards also said that JJ would just randomly switch their temper and would even try to attack the guards at any given point.
What?
So clearly, a lot is coming out about JJ, and everyone is like re-examining everything in JJ's relationship with Nami. And remember the engagement photos of the two? So JJ is constantly pulling at their ear in the photos. It's kind of weird. It's like a weird pose. It's not one that you would normally do.
The fuck?
Especially in engagement photos. Maybe in one picture it's cute, but it's kind of an odd pose to take.
What?
Many netizens now think it's because JJ was trying to look even more similar to the real Paradise Group Chun family. There's not that many pictures of the real heir to the Paradise Group, but there is a famous baby photo where the family took a photo with the chairman, his wife, and their 3 heir kids. And if you look closely, the youngest son does kind of look like JJ, but the son of the heir family, no offense to the billionaire, but like kind of has big ears. But you know what?
In the world?
Big ears in Korea means prosperity. It means success and money. So it seemed like, I don't know.
Big love bring me good fortune.
So JJ's pulling at their ears in the photo, potentially theorized by netizens, to try and look like the older version of that boy in the photo. So then JJ, remember how they rented the Signal Tower residence, right? They did it so that they could network. Like they ended up networking with YouTubers that focused on finance. Yeah, crazy. But they also would go around to these fellow investors in the tower and they would say, hi, I'm JJ, like part of the Chun family of Paradise Group, and I'm a major stockholder at NVIDIA. At one point at one of these meetings, JJ allegedly took out their phone, opened up their bank app, like while people are looking at their phone, opened up the bank app. So like imagine you click the Wells Fargo Bank of America bank app in front of the person that you're showing your phone to.
Right.
Click in and it like authenticates your face. You get in and the balance is showing $30 billion. I don't know how they faked that.
What? So they
What?
flexed their fake bank account.
What the
Yes.
fuck?
Wow.
How
Which
in
is
the
gnarly. I don't think anyone has that. I mean, what do I know, right? I just can't imagine someone having that in their bank account.
That's fucking stupid. That is fucking stupid. That is dumb. Why?
$billion, like just cash. Even if you say you do, that is a literal death wish.
Yeah,
to show
like
someone
what?
your bank balance. I mean, I would argue not only is it incredibly dumb, it's stupid to the point of being unbelievable.
Right.
But a lot of these people just could not get over the excitement of knowing someone that was so well connected, so powerful, so wealthy, and so knowledgeable.
Wow.
So a lot of them would.
So knowledgeable. This motherfucker got $30 billion in the bank. Was it in like one account, like the checking, and it'll be like 6 cents in savings, and then like $2 in like high yield savings.
would actually invest. And there was actually this ironic part.
That's funny because they're like, here's my $30 billion net worth, but like, give me $200.
Yeah, for investments, because it's worth my time for sure. Yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me. And then there's this one part where JJ in a lecture literally says, and this part is ironic now, I look like a scam artist, don't I? And everyone just starts laughing because
Oh no, this is crazy.
Joke.
This is crazy. This is
they're
crazy.
bold.
What the fuck?
Another thing that happened was it's very clear that JJ is not from New York, yes? But like people were wondering, why New York? Why not Beverly Hills? Why not Los Angeles, Connecticut? I don't
Because
know.
New
the
York is a
Hamptons.
finance-
Why
Oh,
New
well,
York?
Hamptons.
It's kind of random. Well, JJ's middle school friends came out to say that JJ during school days was obsessed with a local street food restaurant called New York, New York, and this blew up. The
Oh, I thought it was because New York, like Wall Street and shit. Like, okay, never mind. Never mind.
local restaurant started blowing up. The owner of the restaurant said that they were on the verge of shutting down, but now with this newfound
Oh,
reception,
shit.
they will keep their doors open.
Yo.
So I guess something good came out of it. Like the restaurant is so popular that they would even close early, multiple days, because they run out of ingredients.
Wow.
And a lot of the reviews are in Konglish to make fun of JJ. So it's
Really?
clear they're coming to support the restaurant, support the meme, and make fun of JJ. They would write reviews like
At least it's something
outside에서
good.
waiting 없이 들어왔어요. 매장 very, very wide. It's like I was
What?
outside without waiting, and the restaurant is very, very wide.
Okay.
Like the way
Doesn't
that
even make
people,
sense.
yeah. And once JJ was released from
This is
police
crazy.
custody, JJ got on a domestic flight, flew to like the countryside, and October 31st, JJ does an interview, and it feels like JJ is trying to just throw Nami under the rug,
On Halloween?
under the bus.
Why?
JJ is just like, you know, I didn't make any money from this. I paid for Nami's mortgage. I bought her a car. I gave Nami's daughter money. I gave Nami's mom money. I
Okay, thanks. You still lied.
bought Nami luxury items and
Oh,
paid
no,
off her
good
credit
luck.
card debt. I did not save or collect money. I will tell
Cool.
the police everything they want to know. I don't have any intention of hiding anything.
Oh.
Whatever punishment I receive, I will face it.
Okay.
Wait, they actually bought her that much stuff?
Yeah, but
How?
I
What
don't think
money?
so.
Scam
So
money?
yes, okay. So it seems like JJ was playing the long game and using all of their old scam money or current, like while they're scamming, to use it on Nami so that they can marry Nami. And once they're married and getting some of this PR, I'm assuming this publicity, they can go out and
Yeah.
easily scam the upper echelons of society.
Damn.
But like, what's your plan after that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. But after all of this went
That's
down,
crazy.
JJ did talk about wanting to be a man and transitioning. But a lot
Okay.
of experts, again, stated it felt like they were trying to sidetrack the conversation to try to prove a point. Yeah, I don't know. But what's wild is that this isn't even the first time a high-profile scam involving the Paradise Group took place.
What?
Because the Chaebol family of Paradise Group are so secretive, con artists love using them as part of their scam. In 2003, an actor, Kim Sang-jung, broke off his engagement after his fiancée lied about being the Chun daughter.
Wow.
Then in 2017, a famous performance artist named Nancy Lang married and then divorced a man who also pretended to be the Chun son.
So why are people still using this as the fuck?
To be fair, that was actually part of the Chun family, that man. He was Chun's 44th cousin,
What?
which you know what else they call the 44th cousin?
What?
44th?
Yeah.
What?
A stranger. Like they do not know each other. They have no connections in the business. They're strangers. If the 44th cousin applied and put that
Oh
on their
my
application,
goodness, bro.
doesn't matter. It's not going to get them nowhere, okay?
Oh.
Paradise Group made a public statement about this whole scam
They just said, bro, please stop.
with JJ and stated, baseless claims about the Paradise Company have been spreading online in relation to JJ, which is severely detrimental to our reputation and image. So ultimately,
Wait, so what's going on? JJ's in jail?
yeah,
outside?
so
He went
JJ
back.
and their father are in custody right now. Yeah, and there are some K netizens questioning
Oh my
how Nami
gosh.
did not know, if Nami knew, if Nami was willing to turn a blind eye for the scams.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this case? Please let me know in the comments. And sorry for all the screaming.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
I gotta exercise. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
It's all good, yo. This was entertaining as hell. Very entertaining. Hey, bro. I don't know how JJ was able to pull this shit off, but your days of scamming are done. Okay, enough of this. Enough. You damn near had Stephanie almost die on camera. Okay, enough. You have hurt so many people. You have caused Stephanie to get a cramp talking about this damn story. This is some sick ass shit, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh, this was. I'm glad that you guys. I'm glad that you guys requested this. Holy fuck, dude. What do y'all think about this? I feel like I should be laughing, but this is some sick shit. JJ's a sick motherfucker, bro. What the fuck? Like, the audacity. Keep that motherfucker in jail.